Why am I here? Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Mikulics, Stefanie Mikulics, and I am a board-certified OBGYN in practice for almost 20 years. And I'm so happy to be part of the Plexus community for what it's done for me personally, socially, in my relationships, business-wise, in my finances, all the things. And so we are kicking off this 60-day reset of hope and happiness and health. And so let's get started. Okay, and I am going to tell you why I'm here too, but just not yet. Okay. So I wanted to just do a little overview first of all. It looks like everyone can hear me, so that's good. Okay, and basically how this is going to work with my co-speaker, Tina, is we've broken this down into 4 resets that kind of will be most beneficial to our group and also, within our areas of focus and expertise. So Tina, it's kind of like bad cop, good cop, but Tina is going to be focusing more on exercise, and I've included water in that category, and also eating healthy, she's going to be focusing on food, and I've included water in that category, and then exercise, and I've included sleep in that category too. So just as important as it is for you to be intentional about that exercise every day, it's also very important for you to be intentional about your sleep routine and whatever that looks like for you. Shutting off your phone, hot shower, some prayer, quiet meditation time, away from the screens before you jump into bed. Okay? Okay, good. So that's the first 2 resets. The third reset is supplements. So I'll be delving in a little deeper, and each week that I'm on, I'll kind of, pick one to focus on. That is going to be specific for the goals a lot of us have in this community. And then the 4th is self-care. So this is more of our mind, body, spirit category, which is hugely, hugely important to our overall health and well-being. So just to bring it back to gut health is at the center of these 4 resets. So, having a healthy gut directly impacts our ability to properly absorb our nutrients and get the most out of our food, and also tolerate, food. Some people with an unhealthy gut, leaky gut, and dysbiosis, there's so much inflammation and disease there that food becomes an irritant. So definitely supporting the gut helps with the food reset. And then secondly, with exercise, when we have a healthy gut, we are feeling more energetic. So we are more likely to be able to get off the sofa and go for a walk or do some jumping jacks or dance around. And that works hand in hand. We also are going to sleep better because with a healthy gut, more than likely you are also supporting other hormones like cortisol and things like that affect your sleep. So we also have a connection between gut health and supplements. Obviously, that's what Plexus is so wonderful at supporting us with, bringing the best, non-GMO, clean, gluten-free, highly effective, cost-efficient systems that best support our gut. And then mind, body, spirit is also connected to our gut. And just, you may or may not know the fact that we have 100 million neurons in our gut that are independent of our brain. So we have more neurons going to our body from our gut than we do going from our brain to the rest of our body, you know? So they call the gut the second brain, but if you just look at it as far as neuronal count, we have the gut almost as our first brain. So, okay, hope that makes sense. I'm trying to stick to my note card here. Another little fact I like to put out to just bring the whole gut health message home is that genetically, we as humans are genetically 90% bugs. So our microbiome, those bugs, the bacteria, the yeast, the fungi, even the parasites and some viruses that live in our system and on our skin accounts for 90% of our genetic material. So we're only 10% human. So we really got to take care of our gut and pay attention to the microbiome. So that being said, I do want to go over Slim, and I forgot to bring it in here, but I'm sure we all know what our beloved pink drink looks like. And some background on Slim. It was originally created in Belgium and patented there. It was developed by an endocrinologist, and he was trying to develop a product to help people with diabetes. So it's really wonderful that, you know, Slim has its foundation where it does. And I like to say it's kind of the holy trinity of our supplements. And the reason I say that is because Slim addresses 3 big areas that are crucial for supporting health in any area. So the first area is microbiome support. So Slim, particularly the microbiome activating Slim, has prebiotic fibers in it that increase the amount of good gut bugs we have. So these prebiotic fibers are essentially food for our gut bugs. So in the lab, Plexus was able to kind of replicate a human GI system. And what they found after, introducing Slim is that there was an increase of the good gut bugs like lactobacillus by 365 times, bifidobacterium by over 290 times, and Akkermansia, which we so lovingly refer to as the skinny bug, increased by over 250 times. So that's not even taking a probiotic. That's just drinking your Slim with its prebiotics, okay? So that's number 1 in the Trinity microbiome. Number 2, inflammation. And Slim has antioxidants and polyphenols in it, which have been shown to help reduce inflammation in our body. So things like alpha lipoic acid, for example. But one of the biggest factors in aging is free radical damage. And so whenever you have an antioxidant, it is going to scavenge those free radicals. You guys are getting a science lesson here. And neutralize them so that they can't harm our cells. So the list goes on and on as far as all the benefits of antioxidants in your foods, in your supplements, and whatnot. So, better liver functioning, better cellular health overall, less inflammation at the level of the gut. So it has a chance to repair from leaky gut, for example. Inflammation is huge. Inflammation is a byproduct of many diseases. For example, people with diabetes tend to have more inflammation. People with bad diets tend to have more inflammation. People with cancer, inflammation tends to be a trigger. So it's huge that we pay attention to this. And I'm not making medical claims. I'm just saying it's wonderful that this product supports reducing inflammation in our system. Okay, so number 3 in our Trinity is blood sugar balance. So this is huge, huge, huge. Pretty much no matter the day of the week, the condition you're having, male, female, whatever, blood sugar balance is hugely important to optimizing your health. So there are ingredients in Slim such as chromium and chlorogenic acid that have been shown to really help balance our blood sugar. And it's a wonderful thing. It slows the process by which carbohydrates can cross over into our bloodstream. This results in more balanced insulin levels, and insulin affects many other hormones in our system, including cortisol, including estrogen, including thyroid. So if you are getting it right there with your blood sugar balance, you're getting it right in a lot of places. So it's hugely, hugely important. And, if you have more questions, I would encourage you to just Google chlorogenic acid, to Google Chinese white mulberry, like I did. When I started these products a few years ago, I was blown away. I was really happy to be introduced to this. And it makes it really enjoyable to have my pink drink every day. Plus, it's good. A little question that comes up sometimes with the chlorogenic acid, which is an extract from the green coffee bean, is there caffeine? And people are feeling better. They're feeling more energetic, and so they're assuming it's the caffeine. So there really is not caffeine, but when you balance your blood sugars, you're getting more glucose directly into your cells, and you are creating more energy for your body in that mechanism. So just to take home on that, it's okay to have Slim in the morning. It's okay to have Slim later in the day. Mix with 8 or 10 ounces of water up to twice a day for those of you who are really going for weight loss in this reset. So yes, and I'm seeing lots of comments, but I don't respond all the time because it confuses me and gets me off my train of thought. Okay. So that's everything on Slim. If you're doing nothing else in this program, please drink at least 1 Slim a day. You're doing more, I know though. Okay, so back to my why. Why am I here? And I was thinking about this, and I hope that all of you think of why you are here. But basically, I can say that I had a little bit of a limiting belief that because I am, basically slim, I'm slimmer, I'm healthy overall, I don't really need to do this stuff. And what I've realized is that I've had this I'm good enough thing and I don't need that. And that really is more of a defense, right? That's just really me kind of going, no, don't touch, don't move, don't come any closer. Because I don't have it all figured out. And I'll share with you, in college, I did that whole freshman year, blow up kind of. I weighed more in college than I weighed when I was pregnant with my first baby. So I'll just give you a little, a little example there. And then in medical school, I thought I had it figured out, and we were all into the, high carb and low fat. No, it was low fat, so I went no fat, no fat. And I was in school at Boston. I would pick up a bagel with strawberry jelly on my way home and call it good. And that was not nourishing me. And yes, maybe I looked thin and I didn't have any major medical problems at that time. That was not good. And so, I've been through some things, through the IBS. I've been through hormonal imbalances, then the thyroid, and it kind of goes on and on. So I am taking that back, and to be here in this group, that is freedom to me. And so that's what it looks like in my life. It also looks like me working on my leg muscles and being able to dance around when I'm 90. So that's my why. I want you to think of what your why is and what that why looks like. It's not just 5 pounds, Yeah. So, okay, so last thing, we are going to get into an activity that further represents the self-care aspect of this reset. And this activity I have planned for today, it's something called HeartMath. And HeartMath is a technique that is used basically for relaxation. It does have about 400 independent peer-reviewed studies around it. So there's lots out there on the internet if you want to delve deeper. But basically, I'm just going to, I'll not do the full length, but I'll give you the overall gist of the practice. So if you're driving right now, don't just listen, don't do this. But otherwise you can be, sitting in a chair, laying down is fine. And you just kind of want to get comfortable, hopefully you're in a quiet space, so you can focus in on this. So that is the prep, and the first thing we're going to do is create some inner ease. So one of the easiest ways to kind of get there is, Patty loves HeartMath, yay. But one of the easiest ways to get there is just to visualize something that brings you peace. So, for you, it may be your puppy. It may be, paddleboarding out on that beautiful glassy lake under the beautiful sun and the blue sky. It may be just looking at a flower that bloomed this morning in January. So something quick that just brings you peace. It's all good. Okay. And that's going to be your visual anchor. And then next you're going to put your hand over your heart, and we're just going to take some breaths. So some people like to count, you don't have to, but just kind of like and in. We'll do a couple more. Oh, my heart was beating kind of fast. Okay. So as you're doing these deep breaths, what you want to do is try to pay attention to anything inside that is not serving you. Maybe this is a negative emotion, a worry, a concern, a task on your to-do list, something you don't have any control over. Whatever it is, don't resist it. Don't deny it. Don't worry about it. Just acknowledge it, name it, and visualize this feeling. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's stress about a bill, and you would just bring that into your heart. Bring all of those things into your heart. Your heart is endless in its capacity for love. It can handle it. So bring all this stuff into your heart. And you can take a few deep breaths while you're there. If this is too hard for you at any point, think of your anchoring thought, your peaceful anchoring thought. Okay, and now that you have all the things you can think of for today that aren't serving you, that are just bugging you, that you think of as negative, they're there. You're going to thank them for the purpose they served in your life, in your day, in your world. And you're just going to imagine them being encircled in a bubble. And then they're just going to float right on out of your heart. Don't push. Just let them float out of your heart into the cosmos. And then in place of that in your heart, you can go back to that visual item you had of peace. And then just start to replenish. What do you want in your heart? Do you want love? Do you want more gratitude? More fun? More feelings of safety and peace? Put it all in there. Bring it all in. Invite it all in. And then just go back to your peaceful image. And you can end with a few deep breaths. You've said it. It's complete. You can get really good at this and do it multiple times a day. Or you can just remember that image. And so whatever comes your way through the day, you can go there. You can go there. You can't control what others do. You can't control events of life, but you can come back to that peaceful vision, that spot that is going to ground you and keep you hooked in and connected to ease during your day. Okay? So that's all I have for you all today, and I hope everybody enjoyed that, and it's something you can take away and use throughout this reset and throughout your life. So yes, take care everybody, and good luck with your refreshing, renewing, and resetting. Thank you. Bye.